The Star covered a particularly shocking case this week involving the death of an innocent passenger in a car. Could you tell us about that, please, Sarah?
Yes, certainly. So it involved an 18-year-old defendant called Brandon Varley. He didn't hold a full licence at the time of the fatal crash, but despite that he'd been disqualified from driving for other driving matters just 2 days earlier. And essentially what happened is police pulled up behind his Peugeot vehicle. They indicated for him to stop, but instead of doing as he was requested, he drove off at speed and a police chase subsequently ensued. Varley was seen to be driving dangerously through a residential area, and then what happened next was that he ignored a giveaway sign at a junction. He turned right and crashed into the path of an oncoming vehicle. His 51-year-old passenger suffered fatal injuries, and he also injured two of the passengers, two women who were in the car that he hit. In addition to being injured themselves, the women who were travelling with two children smell burning and were also forced to go through the trauma of fearing that the children inside the car would be killed.
What sentence did he get?
He was charged with an offence of causing death by dangerous driving and causing death whilst disqualified from driving, and he received a sentence of 7 years imprisonment. He was also banned from driving for 9 years and 8 months. It was an initial driving ban of 5 years with an extension of 4 years and 9 months to reflect the time he's likely to spend in custody after the Judge Sarah Wright, told him that he's likely to spend around 2/3 of his sentence in custody.
What did Judge Sarah Wright say when she sentenced him?
She said that whilst she accepted that he felt remorse, the fact that Varley has continued to offend in the 3 years that have passed since the crash suggested that the death of his friend has not been a deterrent to stop him from criminal behaviour. She also suggested that after reading his pre-sentence report that he had some attitudes that were pro-criminality.
Did Varley remain at the scene after the collision?
No, he fled the scene. He ran into the gardens of houses nearby, and he failed to hand himself in for around a month. And Judge Wright sort of commented on the fact that instead of coming to his friend's aid, he was dying, laying injured in his vehicle. He, ran off and tried to look after himself, essentially.